In the unlikely situation where a panel becomes damaged after it's been installed, follow these steps to remove and replace it for a seamless finish. The tools and materials you will need are a handheld circular saw, a tape measure, a power drill, tin snips, a putty knife, silicone, clear or white, and a truss-core wall and ceiling board panel that matches the length of the damaged panel. Set the depth of the handheld circular saw to 1/2 inch, which is the thickness of a truss-core wall and ceiling board panel. Using the saw, cut through the center of the damaged panel, parallel to the panel joints. Pro tip: stop cutting as you approach the ceiling, floor, or wall, and carefully remove the panel from the trims using a putty knife prior to cutting the remaining panel at each end. The side of the panel with the tongue should easily slide out of the adjacent panel. On the groove side that remains, make another cut 3/8 of an inch away from the panel joint in the direction of the previous cut. Now, tilt the adjacent panel out of the way and remove the screws from the damaged panel. Cut the screw flange off the replacement panel as close to the panel body as possible. It's recommended to use tin snips for this step. Lift the tongue of the existing adjacent panel and apply a 1/2 inch thick bead of silicone along the stud behind it. Then apply a smaller 1/4 inch thick bead of silicone directly on top of the tongue of the existing adjacent panel. If you're using a backer, applying silicone to the back of the replacement panel is also recommended. Insert the tongue end of the replacement panel in first, using a putty knife to pry open any adjacent trims if needed. Then, simply place the groove end of the replacement panel on top of the tongue with the bead of silicone of the adjacent panel. Apply moderate, uniform pressure along the seam of the replacement panel and the adjacent panel where the silicone was used to ensure best adhesion. If using a backer, apply the same pressure across the face of the replacement panel as well. Wipe away any excess silicone from the joint to complete the installation. For more helpful installation tips, videos, and guides, visit trusscore.com/install.